So I'm making a video about my photography process based on the requests that I've received from social media. And I'll be examining 8 of my favorite portraits that I've done over the years. This is my most liked photo on Flickr. You'll notice the swirly bokeh. I achieved this look by purchasing a lens called the Alias 44-2, and I purchased it from the Ukraine for $50, and it was the same vintage lens from the 70s. What I like to do with lenses is I take them apart, and I've taken this lens apart so many times that I've cracked the outside of the glass. So I think my specific lens adds more field curvature because of the mistake that I made. I went to the Japanese gardens in Stockton. I took a picture of what I wanted the image to look like beforehand, and then the next day I shot with the model at sunset. I took this at an industrial facility with my Canon 24-70 L lens. I can't tell you where this facility is because I wasn't supposed to be taking pictures of the workers. However, I did get permission from this person in the photo to take their picture. I think this is one of my favorite portraits, though. It really kind of shows who this person is as a character. One of my favorite shoots with a model. We didn't do any makeup. It's all natural. And I used the Super Takumar 50mm lens. And I want to say this is probably my favorite lens out of the rest of my lineup because it gives you that creamy film look. It adds contrast. It's not adding sharpness like other lenses. I like the more natural look. This is in Sacramento. And I'm using the Super Takumar 50mm lens. I like this photo because the outfit of the model matches the background. That's the only reason why we went into this coffee shop. But that photo has become my aesthetic in my other photos with models. I'll try to match the background with what they're wearing and stuff. So it's kind of interesting that the person is mixing with their environment in a strange way. At a magic shop in San Francisco, I was at Pier 39, and these employees were showing some people magic, and I had my Zeiss contacts, 50mm vintage lens on me. I asked one of them to show me a trick, and without saying anything, he just pulled out his wallet and lit it on fire. If you've ever taken a photo in New York, it's really difficult because people are moving, they're cussing you out, and you really can't take photos of people there. I have a setting in my camera, it's called silent shooting mode. So I would enable this function where I would turn off the sound of the shutter when you take a picture. And I would put the camera to my chest and I would just walk by people and start taking pictures. I'm actually not looking into the camera at all. I'm just walking by people and snapping pictures. I would hold the camera to my chest and then I would look off into the distance. And because I'm looking off into the distance, that subject will look as well. And then I just start snapping photos. And then if they turn out, they turn out and it's great. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. So kind of my newer style to photography is just randomly taking photos without looking into the camera. It kind of adds this slice of life aesthetic, and whether it's a mistake or not doesn't really matter because there really shouldn't be rules of looking at an image. It should just be something to observe.